Hey, 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 how is it going? Just tuning in here to in the last couple of adjustments here. We're here tonight, Bigfoot Scrims doing ZENITH PROEU PUBG Mobile Scrims alongside Highland Wolf on a Monday night. Are you with us, buddy?
I am with you, and I'm here dropping into the first match here onto a wrangle. First night of a new week. You know what today it is. It's going to be the ZENITH PROEU Scrims.
Does look like two teams heading towards Georgia Pole already, and quite a lot of teams jumping out this flight path quite early, and the flight path itself is neglecting a lot of the southern and western side of the map. So teams probably trying to look to drift down, maybe grab a couple of vehicles. You can see a lot of teams heading down early on. MVP there might be on the vehicle flex themselves. 12-18 look like they're heading into Georgia Pole. And it does also look like TMB and a bit of a split near Umbro as well. MVP, TMB and Umbro taking a bit of a split drop. 12-18 just grabbing a couple weapons and getting in this UR's. Probably going to head down to Georgia Pod itself, maybe. We'll have a little see where they go.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. We've obviously got a bunch of different teams close up against each other in the start of this first game. Notably, as you say, around that kind of northwestern side of Georgia Pole, we've also got teams around Ruins. We've even got teams down in Farm and Milter with the likes of Gun as well as Scrim Farm down there. Even heck, we've got teams on the eastern side. We've got the side of NS up against IG. So teams going to be fighting a lot in this early game stage in the first game, I feel.
Does seem like MVP managed to grab some weapons pretty quickly. Tika's trying to knock out Ked there. Not quite managing to knock them out completely. There's vehicles everywhere. There is an SKS involved as well. Ked running around the rock. Akashi jumping out to get the... Oh my days. Ked trying to steal the vehicle there, but will be firsted out. And now Neymar's trying to chase down Aegon. Got the VSS out. That does look like Aegon will be going down here. How many bullets has Neymar shot at Aegon? Aegon dodging every single one of them right now.
Yeah, I mean, this vehicle here, we're trying to run them over in the early game, but this could be their undoing here. Danny's so busy here. Here comes another vehicle now from the side of it. Actually, will be TNB here. They finally run over one here. Get the knockup, get the kill. Aegon finally goes down to Danny. But now it's going to be perhaps a little bit of revenge for TNB. They're going to be thirsty for some of MVP's blood right now in this first game. 2 kills already up. We see on IG also getting 2 knockups themselves.
Yeah, that will be a drop in prison there. Looks like they've taken out 2 members of NS inside prison. And in Lipovka we also have a fight between the Outlaw and AM team in Lipovka here. And does have AM Bosama here overwatching where Outlaws might be moving.
Yeah, I actually have eyes on both the prison, on both Lipovka here. It's going to be interesting to see how the side of IG, as well as also looking at Outlaw and AM, how they're going to all be able to find a way through this eastern side of the map into the zone. Does look like a very comfortable southern zone. So these teams that have dropped down in the south, Scrim Farm, notably the only team down in South Norfolk right now, is going to be super stacked and could look super comfortable if this zone shifts further south.
Yeah, and you got Mert hanging out on the rooftop here. Mert keeping an eye out that left flank. Maybe already aware of the Vortex's techniques. Does also look like Never Alone is rotating around. And this is kind of how you do these early drops. Is just surrounding the enemy if you can. And watching for a chance to take those first couple shots and then swamping them. So you can see Never Alone heading around the side. And you can see Vortex as well heading around the right flank. Almost got angles on them, but not quite yet.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out here now. Going in my perspective here, I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. AM do get 1 knockup, though. That will be K's down. And that's going to be super impactful now because Mert and Puka are the only ones that can try to get revenge. They can try to revive their friend. We've already had Dakunma down. earlier in this game and out of the first match. Just AM completely swamping the side of out right now.
Yeah, Outlaws being picked apart piece by piece right now, and the Rev is going in to the flank they sent out on the left there, and they're going to bleed out Keys in. So pretty simple stuff as now it's 4v2. Puka and Merc going to have to do a lot to get out of this alive. Elsewhere on the map, we saw Godsend getting a knock there. I think that was into UDR Killers. Might be mistaken. Let's just briefly saw that for a second. We can't, yeah, it is. It's Godsend and UDR inside Rozhok. Let's jump over there and see how they're getting on. That could be a really interesting fight.
Yeah, certainly could be. Here we get out the side of Mert there on the high ground, but keeping an eye out, as we say, back to UDR Killers here. Down in Team 19. They're going to be up against the side of Codex right now in this northern zone, but also in front of them, Godsend is well in between. Godsend right now closing in onto the side of Merle there. Merle has been knocked down. They're trying to revive, but unfortunately not the position they would like, with also having to keep an eye on the side of Codex ahead of them.
Wow.
Twill now knocked up as well, and this is going to be so bad for them. Now only 2 members down, half of their firepower remaining. Smokes have been put down by Will, which will allow them a little bit more time, but they need to start moving further towards past actually this rock here. Use the smoke Molly and Will need to get behind the rock, get closer towards their teammates.
Yeah, well, Reeves need to send more smoke out, so a good thing they do have more in the backpack. A lot more smoke is needed to get away with this. Completely surrounded right now, but hopefully Marley and Will be standing up again in a second. Trollkiz goes down from Codex though, K-Kush. That will be Trollkiz finished off.
Keep an eye on these vehicles as well. If this spray does come in, it's going to be the vehicles that blow up in front of them. And Will still not up and ready to fight. Marley still so low. Very, very vulnerable positioning right now by Godsend. They're very lucky the teams haven't tried to spray in on top of them and actually blow up the cars incidentally and get those triple kills.
Yeah, it looks like Marley's making a move for it already. They are trying to get away. Will almost taken down on the retreat, but the buggy will make it out alive. That is the 3 members of Godsend escaping this situation for now, except Will goes down last minute, nearly getting away with their life there, but last little chip was taken. Then Marley does headshot Sandro. Wow. Beautiful shot there from Marley, really saving Will's life. However, you can see K-Kush pushing up on Marley, sneaking in. Does Marley have any idea about this? Here comes Codex.
Codex. It's a full squad right now. Marley having to pull this 1 versus 4. Does have to Uzi out. Can spray down a couple of them in close range. Clash almost going down right now and out. Kateya. Marley with the Molotov trying to separate this squad now, engaging. Marley has to be so careful. 2 remaining members with the help of also the enemies on the flank side here. Now comes Marley and just to clean them all up. Initial Codex surely going down, but not before Marley unfortunately taken down. Just a sliver of health remaining on Codex. Keep them alive in this game for now. Marley now in danger. Reeves with a cover fire.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job there. A lot of good support there from Godsend, but most of Codex taken down pretty well now, but it looks like UDR Nano's coming in for the kill. Maybe going to steal this situation from the hands, but no, Nano does go down to Codex Zarakiri. And that overextended push from Nano will not pay off. The rest of UDR look like they're running away right now. They don't want to take more of this fight, but Godsend have no choice. They're right up on top of each other. Just a few bandages and drinks left. And there's only 1 little bar of health to finish this off. If Godsend just pushed in hard, they would actually come out on top right now, but they're actually giving Zarakiri the chance and Tenchik the chance to loot up and heal up, possibly. They could definitely send a grenade in and take both of them out, but they need to get it. Oh, there we are.
There we go.
Exactly on target.
There we go. It finally does it. This cooks a grenade. If that had missed, though, that grenade, that would have cost the time that they needed. They could have actually just ran in, but the grenade obviously does finish out off. They do secure themselves 2 kills, now up to 4 in total, but 2 casualties as a cost there. Unfortunately, losing Will and Roadkill. Not in the zone. UDR now actually moving in closer. If you see UDR, they've actually moved back into the fight, into where Godsend just are.
Jump down the map as well to check out what Scrim Farm are doing in this three-way fight between 12-18. Oh, and there we do have it. SVR are taken out as I say that. Now into a two-way fight. Jody's back up. IU's going to try and get the rev in from Jar Jar. Plenty of vehicles lying around. A little bit of cover here and there. Some trees left and some smokes left too. But 12-18 well aware of SF's location, and IU does get finished off by Nuggets there with Jar Jar going down as well.
He looks so vulnerable right now. With only 2 remaining. Gotta get Jar Jar up again. Joji trying to find a kill on there. Joji not quite able to find it. Does actually find a vehicle there. Got pinned down. Of course, a little bit of misposition. Does cost them their life, and that will bring it down to 3 members of 12-18. Still Nuggets and the side of Bandita there as well. Up 3 versus 3 now. And this is going to even the scoreboards a little bit now. Jody from the long range here on to 12-18. 12-18 aware, however, and do have the compound as the advantage.
Jar Jar low on health, but Navy is desperate to get this rev in. Do not want to lose the third player if they can help it, especially a powerful player like Jar Jar. Real good key to victory in this team right now. Jar Jar actually wasn't with us last week, but we saw a really good performance from Scrim Farm on half the games. A couple small mistakes cost them an early finish in the other 2. But when they were on the ball, they were really on it, dealing a lot of damage. Jody's driving back into the zone to hunt out kills, for example. It was a lot of exciting stuff. You can check that out on the Bigfoot Scrimcast YouTube if you want to see the replay. It was the first time I got to see Scrim Farm inside these Tier 1 scrims, so it was a good experience for me. I've been a fan of a couple of these players since I first saw them do solo death matches, and it's nice to see them up here in the top tiers.
Yeah, notably in the kill feed right there, we did see UDR killers go down. A bit of over-aggression, trying to finish Godsend off. They do lose their lives, engaging back into that northern team fight. So back down, however, to the fight on the south here, 12-18 versus SF. Still going to happen in Cugs with a wide western flank here, trying to find a little bit of an angle. And Jody trying to cut them off, but now with a vehicle does escape. Jody, unfortunately, trying to put a spray down onto Cugs. Cugs quite wasn't able to finish that off. And now we realize the rotation in the flank from Cugs, but they have been a little bit sandwiched, SF, and now they're in trouble, both from the low ground on the west and from the mid ground on that eastern area.
Jody's just pushed straight down. Oh, that's the Jody we know. I'm not having any of that flank. Jody just obliterates that flank instantly. Like, you ain't flanking us. I'm coming down on my US, and I'm going to put these bullets in your face, and you're going to have one less player on our angle. And now it's 2v2 up the top of the hill. Jody going to heal up and come join this fight in a second. Unfortunately, that nade from Navy's probably going to drop right next to where he was cooking it, and did the nade get out? Oh, the nade was cancelled. Okay, Nuggets very low. Jar Jar down. It's going to all be on Jody to finish off 12-18 now. All run away for extra time.
Oh no, Jody with the aggression there onto Cugs there, but they realised that Cugs was being pressured down. Made it a 2 versus 2, and 12-18 pushed immediately on to the remaining members of SF. If only SF had rotated as that full 3-man squad, perhaps they would have all still been alive here. We got away with their lives. Navy, unfortunately, likely to go down as well. The vehicle could just be blowing up as well in their face. Bandita has the eyes on. I'm going to use Navy as a bait, but Navy's still in this game. Still give information to exactly where Bandita is. Bandita should just first Navy down and deny the vision from the flank behind them.
Jody does get Bandita, so if Nuggets can't pull this off, Jody's going to still be alive. And big nade comes down, though, and nearly finishes Jody off. Another medkit's going to have to go in before this 1v1 continues. Or is Nuggets going to head up and try and rev Bandita?
the thing is, Navy can now give the information. Bandito is coming over, Nuggets over this hill as well. Jody now knows exactly where the side of 1218 are, and as such is driving round to flank them on the opposite side of where they are positioned. Navy finally going to go down, but not before we're given a massive amount of information over to Jody. Jody not able to pull it off though, as 1218 get just wipe and obliterate Jody off of the Wrangle map.
Yes, that will be 12-18 now on top with 2 players left. Looks like the main deciding factor in that situation was the cooking of the nade. It really costed some vital time there where they needed to be gunning on the push, but cooking the nade made the gun hands busy and made it too easy to get that first knock. The second one being a 2v1, and then the last one also being a 2v1. Nice and easy for 12-18 there.
Yeah, and 12-18 there with a smart aggression there. They do come out on top in that little bit of a skirmish versus the rest of SF. But now we have to have a look at the map. It's rotated down into this central location. The teams on the south end, both the side of Gun as well as TNB, have moved back into the central island and are going to look for a position down in this south end. The airdrop potentially going to be a point of contention as well, exactly where the side of NS are. In this eastern side that we do have, notably as well, the side of Umbra as well as Sirens here on the central kind of point of this map.
This is, of course, yeah, Godsent Sirens team. Docfar already down, actually. Does look like that was a long shot from Umbro. Umbro do have one down too. Maybe it was snipe versus snipe over here. MVP also got a compound central zone almost, and they're just waiting it out for now. Godsent Docfar is back up, applying some bandages. There's plenty of bandages in the backpack, going to heal up bit by bit. And same with Umbro, they've managed to get Hulls back up. Big up Hulls, how's it going, bro? Hulls also has a Trovo channel, go and get it followed. Pretty sure it's just trovo.live/HOLLS. Yeah, looking around the rest of the map, we see the only 2 remaining teams outside of zone pushing in from the west side. This long-range battle between Umbro and Godsent Siren still continuing for now.
Yeah, it's going to be so important just to see how the side of both Umbro and the Sirens can pull this off here. It is going to be all up to the side of the Sirens here. It's on them to try survive. They've got the 4 members here. In that central location as well, we do see the side on the map. Bigfoot, the Exclude have moved up towards where Godsent are, just to the southeast of our school, and the zone shifts once again. And this is where all these teams on the eastern side are going to collate together, and these kills going to start coming out. Teams going to start to drop. We've got 12 teams still in this phase 4 zone, and that's going to drop to at least about 7 or 8 teams, I'd imagine, in the next 5-6 minutes.
Godsent Marley drove down the hill there, quickly ran into the Exclude convoy as the Exclude convoy pulls up inside a compound there. She got a couple of shots into Marley, very quick exchanging from driving to shooting there. Marley takes a couple of hits, and they do just come straight back to heal up inside this compound, or maybe Reeves is saying let's go. It looks like they're both hopping back in the cars. IG Relax does get down Sutro there from Clash. Could be interesting. Where's IG at? They're actually quite a little distance away. One of them looks like they might be crashing in even. That looks like Sans heading in. Maybe going around the other side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how IG versus actually the side of also Gun here press on to Relax, Lex Sensei and Sans. The remaining 3 members have unfortunately lost Backfire earlier on. Behind the side of Gun, we also have actually the side of MVP rotating round here, and Relax trying to spray down onto these multiple teams coming around to take down Relax, who is unfortunately a little bit out of position here, away from the rest of their 2 teammates.
Yeah, they've split up on purpose to completely cover the angles here on is that Gamers United and Clash of Sutro's just trying out. Yeah, it does look like Gun. Yeah, it's going Games United Nations with Sutrov and Clash trialing right now. AM Vortex driving through all of this. MVP Akashi's actually taken down by Outlaw there and finished off. Sensi and Sans not in the best of positions. They don't really have too much going for them as far as angles is concerned. And as far as angles of attack that threaten them are concerned, there's quite a few as well. So I'm not really sure if Sensi and Sans are in the right spot, but I'm not sure if they can move their vehicles. The buggy was crashed so much into the truck there, the UAZ. It looks like it might be completely stuck inside the UAZ. I'm not really sure if they're going to be able to use those vehicles to move out, as it does look like Gunner pushing up a little bit higher.
Remember, here is actually they have been knocked up. One of them here. Sutro now down, being revived though straight away. Here comes Herb, so in trouble now, and it doesn't look like it's Relaxer Perpetrator onto Gun here. Herb's trying to revive Sutro. Will manage to get that revived just barely in time. No health remaining on Sutro. By the time they have been revived, but so vulnerable. Relax can still spray down that vehicle, can still blow up both Sutro and Herbs. Goldic ahead of him, pinning down the side of IG though, just in case.
Oof, nice spray into the smoke there from Relax. Shooting blind, but will take out Ryber 10. Keeping Games United Nation under a lot of pressure. One big shot does miss, and trying to headshot Goldic really quickly. Going to have to keep spraying a little bit, and the rest of IG, Sensi and Sans need to make some active movement, some active stuff from that location. A double nade across the road does take out Sensi and Sans. Another one finish off Sans and taking Sensi down to half health. And a Relax almost taken out by a vehicle explosion too. Gun Herbs on the perfect nade there across the road. Sensi will almost definitely not be revved right now. It was 3v4. IG had somewhat of a chance, and now they're completely wiped out.
Yeah, Relax taken down by the side of TNB there. They're just trying to take too many different teams on at the same time. And Gun just punished the side of IG for trying to take them down, as well as knowing that TNB were behind them. They were too fast separating, and unfortunately couldn't deal with a full squad, and then a second full squad moving in.
So now it is just Kalimos standing for TNB. Sutro is taken down there by the play zone. Kalimos isn't quite in zone, and Kalimos Vortex goes down to the play zone now too. Kalimos does want to keep driving. This play zone starting to eat away at their health. There's a last bastion for TMB, driving through two full squads right through the middle, and will be taken out by Ryber 10 there for Game of United Nations. Now there's 6 teams remaining here in Zone 7. It's getting pretty tight, and I don't think anyone's really in the circles. They've all got to push in further and get in right now.
Yeah, it's going to be so important for these teams now to make it inside. 0 players inside a play zone, and whoever gets into that play zone, a very flat and open play zone, which is why I think teams aren't choosing to go in just yet. They're waiting to try suss out if they can take down a team beside them. Umbra also trying to take down. They do find one holes with an excellent grenade, and here comes Umbra, a second grenade from ProEU there, trying to find a second knock-up onto Gamers United Nations. Down to just 2 members. Here's ProEU, finds Herbs as well with that grenade.
Bleak Snake wipes out the... Bleak Snake just wiped out the entire last 2 members of Godsent with one perfect nade. Godsent thought they were comfortable on the edge of zone, but does look like there was a surprise behind them. And Exclude here. They've managed to get pretty good to this edge. Don't have too much to worry about. There is Bleak Snake rushing in now, but do really like the position Exclude have. What is going on my right is Umbro, a full squad of Umbro actually also putting up on another edge. Now it's Zone 7. It's going to be Zone 6. They're trying to just keep these edges and hope they get lucky when it shifts again. So many shots going out as Godsent Sirens are almost taken out. Gamers United Nation Coldic trying to heal up outside the zone here. Maybe just get a little bit of extra placement.
So many teams dropping right now. Umbra, Case tried to jump into the full side of Exclude, take them out with a vehicle, but couldn't quite manage it. Exclude to have been damaged though. Blanche is down. Alo, Benya now down to 1/3 of the HP. Trofka, the only one on full health. Versus Umbra still here alive. Gamers United Nations have been eliminated now, down to 3 teams, and we've got the side of NS, Exclude, and Umbra here. These three teams trying to fight out, but I think Snake has been off more than they can chew. Still 2 full squads here to tackle, and unless Snake can try get them to both contend each other, Snake's going to find himself in 3rd place.
Done a great job to get this far though, and getting those 2. There we go. The nade does finish off Snake, but getting those 2 kills against Godsend was really good. And now Umbro have just got to finish off Exclude. Exclude were so comfortable on that edge, but they have a little bit further to go than Umbro right now when it comes to getting to zone, and most of their vehicles look heavily damaged.
But keep an eye on Prolo, who's already inside the zone and has the advantage over every other member here. Umbro does go down to Trofka, though, with the holes down. Unfortunately, that will make it a 3 versus 4. Venya trying to make an aggressive move forward. Prolo puts a smoke screen up, however. Now Umbro find one onto Venya, trying to find one second onto Exclude here. Prolord now find 3. Can they find a remaining member? Yes, they can. Bigfoot, they find that first chicken dinner. Umbra gonna be the winners of game number 1.
So counting up Umbro's kills in number 1 there, 2 for Holes, 4 for Index, 1 for Priz and 1 for Prolord. Does put them on a sum total of 8 kills with the chicken dinner, excluding 2nd place with 3, NS with 2 kills sorry, excluded 3 kills, NS in 3rd place with 2 kills, Gamers United Nation with 5 in 4th, Godsent Sirens with 2 in 5th, Godsent with 7 in 6th, TMB with 1 in 7. I'm going to take a second to restart the stream because it's dropping 50% frames right now, which is obviously not ideal. So just going to set the stream off for a second, and then when we come back we'll have the replays and be heading into our second match.